Well, it's an honor to have y'all in here today. Like was said earlier on the Senate floor, we're here because of y'all. So thank y'all. Sure do appreciate it. Um, I want to apologize first to Miss Anita. I threw a bill on her at the last minute, and she has every right to be upset with me. And I'm going to have to buy her lunch and probably lunches for a good while now. So thank you, Miss Anita, and I'm sorry. This is all me. Everybody should have the agenda in front of you. Got a couple of one-page bills, which are the best kind of bills. But starting off, we're going to start off with Senate Bill 2422, and Senator Seymour is here to explain. And so, Mr. Seymour, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's a pretty simple bill. It basically gives the Adjutant General the power to enter into cooperative agreements with any county, municipality, or political subdivisions for the conveyance of real property to the county, municipality, or subdivision for exclusive use of a nonprofit entity that is in the best interest of the Mississippi Military Department or the best interest of our veterans. As you know, we have Friends Mississippi Veterans, you got the Veteran Outreach, and they produce a lot of the needs for our veterans that are in the homes. Well, the homes are pretty restrictive to what they can store on site. And this just gives another avenue for them to, if the Adjutant General sees fit and it's property that they're not using, that they can enter into an agreement with them to forego storage fees and all to where they can put the specialty beds or, whatever properties that the general might have available to them. And that's basically summation of the bill.
Thank you. Any questions? Yes, sir, Senator Linda.
Could this also be used as a warming center, if so be it?
It's the discretion of the general.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion. The motion is titled sufficient to pass. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it. That bill will be reported. Thank you, Senator Seymour. Feel free to stay or go, whatever works for you. Next on our agenda, Senate Bill 2424. What this bill does, if you'll turn to the bill on lines 19, 20, and 21 is where we make our changes. What we do is we're changing the number 15 to the number 21. So right now, if you're in the National Guard and you are also a state employee, so you're, let's just say, a firefighter for a municipality, you have up to 15 days that you can take off to do military duties. Helping out in Oxford, getting a certification, some type of training. You have 15 days that you can use before you have to cut into your personal time at your other job or just not take pay. That was first introduced in 1972 or 1974, one of the two, so 50 plus years. Since then, the National Guard has a lot more training that goes on, a lot more certifications. They encourage the Guardsmen to do this. And so many Guardsmen are getting into their personal time come the calendar year of June or July because there's so much training. And so what we're trying to do is we're wanting to up that number. There isn't a fiscal note on this because it's not actually costing any money. What it would be a cost of absence to somebody in that position. But, from who I talk to, employers understand that if you hire somebody with the National Guard, that's just part of what they do. They serve. And so that's an explanation of the bill. I'll be happy to take any questions. There's no questions. I'll entertain a motion. Motion is titled sufficient to pass. Committee sub. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it, and that bill will be reported out. Next on the list is Senate Bill 2425. And I'm going to ask on Mr. Jay Sponder, if you will, come grab your microphone sit anywhere around and tell us why we need to have this. It's not even a one-page bill, it's a one-paragraph bill, the best of bills.
It is a short bill. So currently, cities and counties in the state have the authority to enter into intergovernmental support agreements with military installations. This bill would simply add the authority to state agencies to enter into intergovernmental support agreements. These type of agreements are things for services that are provided to the installation. NAS Meridian, the county has entered into an agreement with them for road paving and road striping. So it allows county resources to be used to do work on the installation, and the installation pays the county. So it saves money for the installation and creates revenue for the entity that partners with them. And this would just open it up to state agencies as well.
I can tell you here, I say here locally for me in Meridian, this has been a good thing. Any questions for Mr. Jace? If not, I'll entertain a motion. Motion's title sufficient to pass. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it. Okay, we are going to jump from 2668 to 2667. We're going to get back to 2668, but let's go to Senate Bill 2667. This is the bill that came about from our committee, our task force hearings that we had over the off season. It's got several different components to it. I want to add a reverse repealer to the bill, and I would like for this committee to allow this bill to go through the process of being able to get past this deadline day. And I would encourage everybody to do deep dives and get with me on the bill. I do not feel like the bill in whole will take up on the floor, but I do want us to have the capability of doing that. Again, there's several things that are touched on here. This is about suicide prevention. This is about mental health for our veterans. And every single task force meeting that I opened up with, I stated that government is not the solution for every problem. And government may not be the solution for this problem. But if our state legislature can do something to help, I want us to be able to do that. And so if there's any questions, I'll be happy to entertain. If not, I'll entertain a motion. All right, that's the amendment. If you're in favor of the amendment, say aye. Any opposed? All right, with that, we'll hear all right, committee sub. So we'll entertain the motion, title sufficient to pass committee sub. Got the motion. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it. That bill will be reported. Okay, Senate Bill 2668. Right now in America, we have a problem with sharks going after our veterans and taking advantage of them with their claims. Right now, we do not have any limits on this in Mississippi. They can charge however much they want up front. They can charge however much they want, period. There's an epidemic of people scamming veterans, taking money up front, and then never showing back up again. States are going in one of two directions. One direction is you need to be an accredited source to get these claims. The other position that's being taken is to limit what all the people that help with claims can do. I want to add, I would like to entertain having a reverse repealer in this bill as well, because I want to get into it more on which direction Mississippi needs to head. I do know that I'd like to have an amendment there and one other amendment. Let's see. Online. Oh, excuse me, y'all. It's embarrassing. Plus act. I'm looking for the 5 times part. Okay, all right, line 48, it was hidden in the corner there, line 48. What this bill does is it's going to limit how much a person can be compensated for helping a veteran. The bill currently, as it stands, states 5 times the amount of the monthly increase in benefits. I'd like to amend it to say 5 times the monthly amount or $12,500, whichever is lesser of the two. So what this bill will do is it will limit in Mississippi how much a person can be compensated for helping with a benefit. And it would also make it where the person could not be compensated until after the veteran has received that benefit. And again, I'd like to have a reverse repealer in here also, because states are going in one of 2 positions on this. And so this bill may change when we get to the floor. And I don't want y'all to have y'all's name on a bill that, you know, you may not agree with, but I'd ask for a motion for those 2 amendments. Yes, sir.
A question on,
Yes, sir.
can you explain the benefits you're talking of? Are you talking about a veteran needing repairs to a home for wheelchair access? Are we talking
Any
about
type of benefit.
in-home care? Any type benefit? Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is this? I have one of my law partners is a Navy Reserve, and he does deal with some of the disability determinations and challenging disability determinations. Is this what we're? Well, let me back up. Who are the people that are trying to help the veterans? Or is it just lawyers, or is it more? Is it outside of just lawyers?
I just know that since about 2022, federal law was changed that has just made it where these claim sharks are infesting our waters here across America. And so there's a real need to put an end to this. The main thing is that if we can get it to where the people helping with the claim get no compensation until after the veteran gets help,
A contingency.
that would get rid of a lot of the sharks right there.
Sure.
Because they're there to scam, you know, that's what they do. And so that's the intent of the bill.
I support the effort. You know, when it does come up to a vote, I'd like to be recorded as voting present.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Senator Barnett, take it away.
Mr. Chairman, for the allowing me to sit in with you. The chairman is doing a veteran and a disabled veteran, but what they do is they promise that, you know, they get your percentage up as to what your disability is, then you have to agree to pay X amount of that. And every time they do, then there's a fee that they charge it. And I think every time it's like 10% or whatever it is, but the number just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. And so when veterans come and talk to me, I just tell them the best thing to do is to not pay attention to these that are offering these services, but go to your local VA, people in your area, and deal with itself without doing, because I know some people that has really been taken advantage of. One guy told me he had to give him like $4,000 for one claim that they helped him with, but it took like over a year or something for him to do it. But, you know, $4,000 here, $4,000 here, $4,000. That's a lot of money. So I agree with the legislation, and I think that something has to be done to keep them from preying on the veterans. And something else, Senator, that you all may want to think about is that you have to be registered, maybe with the Department of Military Affairs or somebody like that, to be able to work with the veterans. That may be something that you may want to include in this legislation. I think, and since you asked for reverse repeal, I think, so maybe that's something you may want to consider putting in there, to strengthen this, that they be registered or something like to that
And
effect.
that's why I want the reverse repeal in this for that exact reason. Yes, sir.
Hope I helped you out some.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How are these people getting their names? Are the veterans going to them, or are the veterans on a list and these people are just calling them, similar to like a work comp list?
It's like everything else, when you go online, they have stuff online, they have stuff on TV, so they have information out there online. You call this law firm, we can help you with this. It's no different than what you see like asbestos claims and all this other stuff. And there's a way for somebody to make $1, they're gonna find a way to get access to their intended target.
But we don't have a list of veterans' names that people can go to and say, let me help them with theirs. I mean, there's nothing like that.
No, the military doesn't do that. What you have to do as a veteran that's an action of the veteran itself to go to the VA and apply for those benefits, that they're trying to be compensated for. So,
Any other questions? Can I make the amendment, or does someone other than the chair have to make the amendment?
I think
You-
Senator Thompson made it.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, my motion would be to amend to add the reverse repealer. And are you also looking to make the change on line 48 that you described as well?
1,500, the lesser of the two.
So that would be my amendment, Mr. Chairman, both.
Okay, any questions on the amendment? If you favor the amendment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, there's no other questions?
Rise and report.
Whoa, no, that was the amendment.
On the bill.
Yeah, now on the bill. The motion is title sufficient to pass committee sub. Yes.
My motion, Mr. Chairman, is title sufficient, committee sub, do pass, committee sub.
Vote of motion. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it. That will be reported. Before we have one last motion again, round of applause for our visitors. Thank y'all for being here so much. We appreciate y'all. And now we'll have a strong motion.
What?
Rise and report.